Amidst the scandal, Jamie Dornan quietly made a life-changing action. The air was hot, but there was a damp smell, as if a storm were brewing somewhere offshore. And for Jamie Dornan, it was also the time when the storm of public opinion was brewing right outside his door. For 3 weeks, the press was constantly focusing on him. They said he lost focus on the set. They wrote that he had an argument with the director. Some sites even made up stories that he showed an attitude to fans. None of it was true, but Jamie was so tired that he didn't have the energy to refute. He had always tried to maintain a professional and kind image, but one false story spread and the whole city was caught up in the whirlpool of rumors. That night, Jamie decided to do something he rarely did: go for a walk in the rain. He put on a black baseball cap and a large hoodie so that no one would recognize him. He didn't want to go home, nor did he want to face the phone screen full of press notifications wanting to interview him. He walked into a small diner tucked away off La Brea Avenue, the kind with flashing neon lights that looked 20 years out of date. The door opened, the bell jingled, and then he met the young waiter named Lucas. The waiter had sad eyes. Lucas was about 26, thin but agile. There was something tired and sad in his eyes, as if he had gone through too many sleepless nights. He walked over to Jamie's table with a forced smile. "Hello, would you like something to drink?" Jamie looked at him. For some reason, the look made him feel a little heavier. "Black coffee, please. And a bowl of soup. Any kind you have today." "Yes, sir." Lucas turned away, but his steps faltered, as if he had just remembered something unpleasant. Jamie recognized it immediately. It was the walk of someone under financial pressure, family pressure, or both. When Lucas brought out the coffee, he asked softly, "Are you okay?" Lucas was startled. Not many customers asked that question. "Yes, I'm fine, just a little busy." Jamie didn't believe it, but he didn't want to make it difficult for him. The shop was empty, with only a few customers sitting around. The rain outside was still pattering, each drop sliding down the glass door like long streaks of tears. While eating soup, Jamie opened his phone and accidentally saw a newspaper article with the headline, "Star X continues silent amid scandal." He put the phone down immediately. Lucas saw it, and for the first time that night, he initiated a conversation. "You are Jamie Dornan, right?" Jamie flinched slightly. He had been trying to avoid being recognized, but it turned out that all it took was a moment of inattention. Right, but don't worry, I just want to eat quietly." Lucas nodded. "I won't bother you. I think you're going through something unpleasant." Jamie let out a small, joyless laugh. Like many others, Lucas was silent for a few seconds before saying, "I'm going through something too." That opened the door to a long night. The story behind the bar. The bar closed at 1 a.m. But at 12:30, it was still pouring rain and there were no customers left. Lucas looked at Jamie and said, "If you don't mind, you can stay a little longer. When I'm done, I'll make you a cup of coffee that's better than this standard, cafeteria, stuff." Jamie nodded. He didn't want to go home, and something made him think, this guy needed to say something. 30 minutes later, Lucas sat down across from Jamie, his own cup of coffee in hand. "You know," Lucas began, "a month ago, I thought my life was going to be better. I saved some money, was going to take a graphic design course, leave this waiter job. But then my dad had a stroke." Jamie tilted his head. "You have to pay for the hospital bills." Lucas nodded, his eyes red. "I sold my car. I go to work every day and take care of my dad. I want to drop out of school." There's no future. I just see everything falling apart at once. Jamie looked at Lucas's trembling hands. He understood that feeling better than anyone, the feeling of being helpless before life when it decided to attack from all sides. I'm sorry, Jamie said softly. You don't need to apologize. Lucas smiled sadly. I just don't know what to do anymore. I feel like I'm stuck. Silence. The sound of rain falling outside the window was like a sad song. Then Lucas asked, how about you? Are you okay? Jamie didn't answer right away. He took a sip of coffee and replied, not really, but I'm trying. Lucas smiled. Are you used to things like that? No one gets used to being misunderstood. Jamie sighed. Sometimes I wish I was just a normal person, going home from work, no one noticing, no one judging. Lucas looked at him, this time with genuine sympathy. But you help a lot of people. I've seen your movies too. Thanks to you, a lot of people feel happy, feel hopeful. Jamie shook his head. I'm not sure. I'm sure, Lucas said, and it was the most sincere statement of the evening. Decision in the rainy night. As Jamie stood up to leave, Lucas said, thanks for listening. I know you don't know me, but I feel much lighter tonight. Jamie nodded, put the tip on the table, and walked out the door. But he didn't leave. He stood under the awning, watching the rain that showed no signs of stopping. Something urged him to turn back. He opened the door and walked back into the shop. Lucas was surprised. Did you forget something? Jamie looked at him for a long time and then said, you want to study graphic design, right? Ah, yes, but now, Jamie raised his hand to stop him. Which school do you want to go to? Lucas was confused. Community college is here. I don't dare dream of a big school. Jamie smiled. If you really want to study, don't limit yourself. Then he said something that made Lucas think he had misheard. I want to sponsor your entire tuition and living expenses for 2 years. If you want, I have a few friends who work at a design studio. They can help you with your career. Lucas stood there dumbfounded. His lips moved. Are you serious? Very serious. But only if you want to change your life. Not because you owe me anything. Lucas couldn't help it. Tears started to flow down. I don't know what to say. Jamie gently held his shoulder. Just say, I'm ready. Lucas whispered, I'm ready. The changing days. In the next few weeks, Lucas's life changed completely. Jamie kept quiet. He didn't put this story in the newspaper, didn't tell anyone but a few trusted friends. He helped Lucas meet with a career counselor, find the best program, and most importantly, help him believe he deserved a new future. Lucas sent Jamie his first sketches, awkward but full of potential. Jamie replied, keep going. You have something a lot of people don't have, heart. Meanwhile, the rumors about Jamie continued, but he learned to ignore them. He felt lighter, as if helping someone get back on his feet helped him find himself again.